Population of honeybees in the last 25 years has collapsed by half, and this poses an economic and environmental problem. In order to help solve this, a company decided to develop a method of controlling the pollination process and monitoring the flight patterns of a certain insect, the dragonfly. Last January 19, Draper Labs from Cambridge released details about their new project called DragonflEYE. Wheeler's team led the project that combined the lightweight, small, and agile characteristics of a dragonfly with technologies that range from energy harvesting, motion sensing, algorithms, and optogenetics. The advantage of using dragonflies were mainly because of their versatility. Their size and agility allowed them to move fast and far, even across oceans. The DragonflEYE project was built from research done by two institutes, the Howard Hughes Medical Institute and Draper. The research team, led by Anthony Leonardo, published a journal that explained how dragonflies steer their bodies to intercept the trajectory of their prey. As the head of the dragonfly moves to keep track of its prey, the insect's body responds and realigns itself so that it creates a flight path to intercept that of the prey. In other words, the dragonflies are able to steer their bodies based on their distance from their prey and the angle that their head makes with respect to their body. The greater the angle, the faster it needs to make a turn. This is then the basis of the device that Draper built to manipulate and steer the dragonfly's flight path. Their key insight into the problem was to monitor and control the insects themselves, but in a more precise and efficient way. So, unlike spoofing or mechanically controlling the insect's muscles, which may eventually damage the organic tissues of the insect, they approached the problem by studying the insect, genetically modifying it, and then injecting steering commands directly into its nervous system using light signals. The dragonfly's nervous system was genetically modified such that its steering neurons are more sensitive to light. Leonardo and his research team at Howard Hughes Medical Institute inserted genes to the dragonfly's neurons similar to those naturally found in the human eye. The genetic material they inserted is able to encode opsins, which are proteins that are sensitive to light. Hence, the sensitivity of these neurons to light signals allows the researchers to control specific muscles of the dragonfly, particularly the muscles that control the head. Draper developed optrodes that can activate the genetically modified steering neurons with pulses of light directed into the nerve cord. Unlike traditional optic fibers that are stiff, these optrodes are more precise in activating specific neurons without disrupting the areas around it. The small electronic backpack equipped on the dragonfly houses all the sensors and electronic components that store the steering commands, along with a small solar cell which can adequately supply power to the device. Studies on insect muscle steering and remote control had already been done in the past 8 years. But Draper's Dragonfly project presents an innovative approach because they utilize the dragonfly's natural behavior. One of the earliest patents on optical stimulation was published in 2008, while Draper's patent on their optrode was published last November 2015. Draper's primary focus was on controlling or guiding pollination and monitoring the flight patterns of insects. However, this technology can also provide opportunities to further develop other fields of study, such as swarm surveillance, where the dragonflies can be equipped with cameras, sensors, and other lightweight monitoring devices. We can further apply this technology in peat field monitoring by attaching gas sensors on the dragonflies or use them in other disaster relief operations, especially for locating buried targets easily. Another application for this technology include 3D imaging and mapping out large areas, noting the ability of a dragonfly to travel over great distances. Lastly, the Dragonfly project can be applied in the medical fields as well, such as in diagnostics purposes where precision and accuracy are both equally important.